What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video, and today's actually going to be my new series called the Noob's Guide to playing Overwatch. So it's basically going to be a very simple breakdown of the different heroes in Overwatch and pretty much how a new player coming into this game, although this game is 2 years old, 2 years plus, I know there's a lot of players coming into this game looking for something really simple and not something professional, where they can just get started and learn their hero as quickly as possible and without really learning how to play professional just yet, because you want to get the fundamentals down. Now, I decided to start with Zenyatta because yesterday on my live stream I was actually having a lot of fun. I just recently got back into Overwatch and I'm just really having so much fun where I haven't found that fun in other games. I stopped playing Dota 2, just wasn't that fun for me anymore. Call of Duty World War 2, it wasn't fun either. Battlefield 1 is kind of alright out of all those games. I was still having quite a bit of fun, but just playing solo was just definitely boring. All the other Call of Duties are pretty much dead, and Battlefield 4 was actually okay. It wasn't really that bad. So definitely I found a niche over here to play on Overwatch, and I found actually a few friends that it was actually really cool playing with them, and it was definitely a ton of fun actually playing with just new people. And the good thing about the Overwatch community is that they're like, most of the players are actually just welcoming a lot of the new players. They're not as toxic as the Call of Duty community or the Dota 2 or League of Legends. It's definitely a good community to get into. Now, let's start breaking down who is Zenyatta and like what he does. He is basically a support slash healer, but don't get it wrong, you can actually get kills with this guy as well, but there is a few tricks and he's not as easy to learn. That's why I kind of want to start with him. I think I'm kind of a natural with him. I'm not amazing, obviously I'm not pro level, but from the hours that I played last night, I think I got really good gameplays and I was pretty much getting the hold of how he actually plays. So the way I was using him is always hiding behind my tanks and literally getting them as much healing as possible, because that's what you are as a support. You're not the first guy going into a fight, you're literally the last one, because you gotta heal your tanks and you definitely just gotta keep healing everybody. That's your job, but in the meantime you gotta be putting pressure on the enemy team and getting them weak. So that's where your ability, where it shows. Now you also have the Orb of Destruction, which is really good. It's when you charge up the ability, it actually shoots 5 projectiles at the same time if you charge it up all the way, which is really good because it could actually kill an opponent in one shot. It does about 250 damage, and then he's got the Orb of Discord. So when activated, Zenyatta will place an Orb of Discord on the targeted enemy, causing them to take greatly increased damage from all sources. The problem with this ability is that you can't target everybody, obviously for balancing reasons. You can't target every single hero on the enemy team for them to take extra damage, but what you should do, honestly for me, what I found easy was, if your team is struggling a lot with the tanks, you definitely put the Orb of Discord, target that tank and make sure he takes extra damage. But if it's other smaller characters where they only have 200 HP, just try and hit them as much as possible with this, because that means they won't be as annoying. So like a Reaper, definitely target him first if he's the most annoying person. You gotta see the priorities on your team, so different gameplays and different game plans you gotta create with Zenyatta, and you gotta just see who is the biggest threat to your team, and that's the one who you gotta take care of first. Then you got the Orb of Harmony. So basically when activated, Zenyatta will place an Orb of Harmony on the targeted ally, causing them to slowly regenerate health. Now, Zenyatta's healing is not that much compared to a lot of other players, so you guys got to keep this in mind, and you got to be in the line of sight of that player for him to be healing. Zenyatta's healing is not as good as everybody else's, so don't think just because you place this orb you're going to heal that guy in like 2 seconds. It's not like that. It takes a little bit longer than that, but it's still good healing to keep your players up, and you're still support, so you got to do your job. And Transcendence is his ultimate ability, which honestly it's not an ability to get kills, it's more of something to be protective. So when activated, Zenyatta becomes invulnerable to damage for several seconds and generates an aura around himself that rapidly heals any allies standing within it. So Zenyatta cannot use any other weapons or abilities while Transcendence is active, though he can move at an accelerated rate. Zenyatta does still remain targetable and can be affected by knockbacks as normal, just not damaged. This is his only defensive ability, so it's something good for him. And what I normally do is when I see that somebody pops a really good ult, since you are basically invulnerable to any kind of damage, I just go where that ult is and I just try and block as much as I can for my team so they don't get the damage from that ult. So it's definitely a sacrifice you have to do, even though you're not going to take the damage. Or what I'd like to do with it is also contest the objective point. I'd go inside with the Transcendence so people's focus comes on me, and then the rest of my teammates can push. I did that on a live stream yesterday. It wasn't working as well because the guys defending were really good, and their setup was just so tough that even me being the bait, it still didn't work. My team still couldn't penetrate those defenses. But overall, that's what I like to do. This has been my guide, guys. Overall, you guys should try this healer out. He is definitely really good, and if you can land his shots and learn his abilities, it doesn't take really that long. But to play him effectively, you just have to work as a team. This is what Overwatch is good for, and it's a team-based game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, a like would be much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.